talking today about EtherCON. Neutrik invented EtherCON, and we've got a third line now. So the original lines we had was EtherCON Cat-5, and that's everything from Cat-5 Class D to Cat-5e for 1 gigahertz performance. Then a number of years ago, we came out with EtherCON Cat-6. It's got a unique geometry. It's great for those Cat-6 applications of up to 10 gig, up to 30 meters. But now we have EtherCON Cat-6a, which is sort of everything Cat-6 is and more. So you can go 10 gig up to a full 100 meter. And then we've got some additional good features with EtherCON Cat-6a. The first is it's downward compatible with our EtherCON Cat-5. So you can plug an EtherCON Cat-5 cable connector into a Cat-6a chassis connector, or a Cat-6a cable connector into a Cat-5 chassis connector. You've got this up and down mating, which you do not have with our Cat-6 line, which has a unique geometry. The second thing about EtherCON Cat-6a is, of course, its greater performance. It works up to 100 meter rather than up to 30 meter at 10 gig. And then the EtherCON Cat-6a is less expensive, and it has a lot of different termination options. There's feed-thru, so you can simply plug a RJ45 in the rear and you're terminated, you're good to go. We have an insulation displacement version, which is somewhat similar to the insulation displacement version that we have for the Cat-6 EtherCON line. And we also have IP65 rated versions. That's these versions here that have these caps on them, and when you plug a cable connector in, then you're IP65 rated. Notice with these IP65 rated versions, you've got 4 screw holes rather than the typical 2 screw holes that you're used to with most D-size connectors. So just be aware of that when you're specifying these. But they're easy to terminate, great performance. Now we're taking a look at the rear of the Cat-5 and the Cat-6 chassis connectors. The Cat-6 chassis connectors, Cat-6a chassis connectors, are up on the upper row on the right-hand side, and you can see that they're all fully shielded. They're all fully encased in metal. With EtherCON, we've got lots of different options for punch-down, feed-through. You can see a right-angle feed-through version on the upper left, plus PCB mounting, which is available for the Cat-5 products. I also want to show you the cable carrier for EtherCON Cat-6. This is the internal of it. You can see here the RJ45 portion, and you can see that it's a modular jack. So here, this white piece with these 8 holes, that's where you stick your wires, and then you use a small pair of channel lock pliers and close that sucker up and assemble everything. So it's actually quite an easy connector to assemble. Let me remind you as well that all EtherCON passes the shield signal from an STP cable. Whether it's Cat-5, Cat-6, Cat-6a, all of these are designed for use with shielded cables, shielded RJ45s. For our Cat-6 and Cat-6a solutions where the cable carrier comes with an RJ45, those are shielded RJ45s. Cable connectors for the Cat-6a are also easier to terminate than our prior cable connectors have been, and accept a wide variety of cable outer diameters. So really, EtherCON Cat-6a is the EtherCON of the future when you need more than Cat-5 performance. Of course, when you're using Dante networks, audio networks, you'll probably stay with Cat-5. It's the most economical, and it's the most appropriate solution for that. But when you're doing mixed signal networks with some video, some control, some audio, when you need more than that gigabit speed, Cat-6a is now the connector choice to be looking at. That also includes HD-based-T, where you can run it over Cat-5, but most recommendations are to run it over Cat-6 or Cat-6a. When in doubt, choose our Cat-6a connector line. Again, it's got tremendous advantages over every EtherCON line that we've had before.